Hi, I'm Nate Johnson, owner and head trainer at Steel Strength Training. Today I want to talk about this buzzword, toning. Everybody comes to me and they want to tone their muscles. I hear it all the time. And so if you look at what the magazines have been telling you, what the fitness industry tells you, you can actually tone your muscles by doing lightweight and high reps. Here's the deal, guys. It's complete crap. It's not true at all. Not 1% of it is true. So here's the way that it works. When you're just doing lightweight and high reps, you're not really challenging the strength portion of your muscle, so your muscle doesn't really have to change. You're essentially performing cardio. So if I do 100 reps on bicep curls, 100 reps on tricep extensions, 100 reps on bench press, my chest is not going to get any stronger. Not much, not significantly anyway. All that's happening is I'm challenging its aerobic or endurance capacity. So if your goal is to build muscular endurance, that's great. If your goal is to increase how many reps you can do on the bench press with a super lightweight, fine. However, as far as the way you want to look, as far as aesthetics go, that's not the best way to do it. So let me actually break down what muscle tone does, or what it is. So what you guys are saying, particularly the women that come to me and say they want to be toned, basically what you're telling me is you want to build or maintain your muscle mass while you drop off fat. That's all there is to it. You have two cells there. You have muscle cells and fat cells, and we can grow or shrink the muscle cells. We can grow or shrink the fat cells. So the idea is to increase the size of the muscle cells and decrease the size of the fat cells so that you can see more of the muscle around it. Again, like I mentioned earlier, if you're just doing lots and lots of reps, you're just forcing your muscle to get better at performing more reps, at increasing its endurance. But there's not really any practical application to that in most circumstances. And as far as looking your best, looking toned, that's not the way to go about it. So let me tell you the twofold answer to attaining this toned look. The first thing, we need strength training. What we need to do is we need to build some muscle mass, and it's not going to be freaky, it's going to be tasteful. That's something I emphasize a lot with my females. You females do not have the testosterone levels needed to build super bulky muscles. And if you see people who have super bulky muscles, they're taking something, I can assure you of that. So, we're going to come in, we're going to work our butt off, we're going to squat heavy, we're going to deadlift heavy, we're going to bench press heavy, overhead press heavy, and we're going to do some back work, possibly even some weighted pull-ups if you're advanced to that level yet. But we're going to lift heavy for you. We're going to make sure that you're getting stronger, and this is going to ensure that you're going to build a little bit of muscle mass and maintain the muscle mass that you have. Which is important because that muscle mass, not only is it functional, but it's going to give you curves and definition in that shape that you want. Now, we also need to cut back on the fat. We need to drop the fat. So the way we're going to do that is through nutrition. We're going to, keep doing the strength training, keep performing the strength training, but to get that toned look, a really, really toned, defined look, we're going to need to drop some fat, and so we'll do that through nutrition. So we're just going to dial in, we're going to eat lots of meats, lots of veggies. I recommend carbs, especially starchy carbs, around your workout window, particularly after. That's very important, and I'll touch on why it's important to eat carbs after you work out in a later video. But then also, we're just going to cut back on the calories. We're not going to be overly restrictive, but we're going to eat in a small caloric deficit, which just means we're eating less than we need each day to maintain our body weight. And so over time, the strength training is going to allow you to keep that muscle, maybe even build some more. And if the nutrition is dialed in, you're going to drop that fat. So ultimately, the final product, which is you, is going to be that toned body that you want. But it'll also be very functional, you'll be stronger, you'll be healthier, and you just happen to look better. But that's just something that I really wanted to address today because people come to me all the time and say they want to be toned, and they expect that it's all going to come from their workouts. Well, here's the problem. Their workouts suck for getting toned, and their nutrition is not dialed in. So, start strength training today, hone in on your diet, and you can finally get that toned look. Oh, and if I haven't said it enough, forget anything that they say in the magazines. It just isn't true. Hope you guys have a great Monday. See you next time.